Did you watch an entire season of Breaking Bad or Mad Men all in one sitting? You know what? You may be a binge viewer. How are we going to find out? We have Dr. John Jurgensen. Just gave you that title. He's right here. All right. So he covers entertainment for us, but he's kind of a doctor here, at least today. Binge viewing on the rise. There's a psychology behind why we do it. We're going to get to that in just a second. But let's just sort of describe what it is and how people are doing that.
Sure. I mean, we just talked about on the show here about the proliferation of online video, streaming video, technologies that make it so easy to just hit a button and have a whole season of a TV show right at your fingertips.
Netflix.
Example.
Who else?
Hulu, Amazon, big providers of these. Also, you know, on-demand, cable on-demand services where you can dial up a show with the click of a button. So all these things are making it a lot easier to pack a lot of TV into one sitting.
Right.
Time is also a crunch. People don't necessarily want to have to, you know, do that appointment viewing anymore, so they pack it all in at a weekend, maybe the kid's napping, something like that. And so you find yourself sitting down with Lost or Battlestar Galactica or any of these shows that are very serialized in nature, and you find yourself going from episode to episode to episode.
I did this with Prison Break. I couldn't stop. You know, I had to get up and go to work the next day. It was really sort of, I was actually not happy with myself. I was like, why can't I stop this? But there's a reason, like psychologically, why we do this. What is that?
Yeah, I mean, what you're finding is you sort of are identifying with these characters. Obviously, if you're into it, it's a good story, and you're sort of, your own body chemistry, as I've been told, is sort of mimicking that of the characters on the screen. So you're feeling anxiety or tension as it's happening.
A lot of anxiety in Prison Break, yes.
And so what happens is you sort of want to prolong that feeling because you're in the moment. It's hard to shut that off. So and when it's that easy to click to the next episode, you just want to keep the thing going and prolonging the marathon.
And now it's so easy the way they do it online. Let's talk about the ramifications for the industry, both on the creative side, how they develop the shows. Well, let's just start with that. That's got to be changing how these writers write these shows. If you're going one after another, it's got to change the narrative arc a little bit.
Right. I mean, the rise of serial TV, or what you might call the return of serial TV, because it had fallen out of fashion for a while, can be linked to a couple things, especially because they want people tuning into the live event. They want people coming back week after week and sort of pulling them back in. So the cliffhanger, the serial TV is really very important on live television now. And that's having an effect in its afterlife, too. The second phase of the life of a show could be pulling people in the same way that you saw Prison Break draw you in too. Right,
just in terms of the watching one after another. Does it, you know, in terms of the competition between the live event programming and then the people who just wait and watch the entire thing in one sitting, how are they weighing that? I mean, do they argue like it's okay to have binge viewers because that's going to make them more excited to watch the debut of the next season?
I mean, there's a big argument for that, and folks like Netflix are promoting that vision of the world where they say, you know, people discover Breaking Bad or Mad Men on our service and then flock to the premiere when it comes on in new TV because they want to see the new episodes. So there is that argument. There's other people you meet who say, you know, I don't necessarily need to watch with everyone else. I'll wait till the season's over so I can run through it nice and smoothly on my own terms.
Which that's not what advertisers want to hear.
No, they certainly don't. They want people right there, you know, watching their marketing message at the same time.
And I assume their critics must disagree on this too a little bit about whether it's good from a critical standpoint to watch it all at once or not. You know, some purists might say no, you got to give yourself a break so you can sort of think about it and think about the plot, and then others must say,
yeah, I think, and some creators are really torn about this too. I mean, I think that they worry that people are just doing this for almost the experience of it, you know, the saga of doing a binge, and they might worry that people are missing nuances.
Nuances.
Right.
Yep, very good point.